If you want your woman to appreciate you, if you want her to be devoted to you, and if you want her to feel intense desire for you, then you must have her respect you. And in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how that works, what you can do moving forward, and why this leads into the game of desire. My name is Ed Baxter, and I help guys in betrayal situations. The process of being with a woman for 50 years or a woman that you're dating is pretty much the same. For us, it's just science. Because we know the patterns, we know the solutions. It's not that complicated. You have to make a commitment for yourself. That's what it means to be in Soul Seducer program. That's what it means to work with me directly. So you can learn to handle your emotions, so you can learn to see right into a woman's soul and seduce her from within, to create this garden that she can actually thrive in. We'll get you to that place where you make the right decision for you and your chick. You see, guys always think that if I'm just more accommodating to her, if I just listen more to her, if I'm just more understanding, if I can just read her mind, if I can just get ahead of doing the dishes, if I can get ahead of taking care of the kids so she doesn't get upset and I can dance around her emotional state, then she'll trust me. And this isn't true. It's not true because what you're doing is you're being reactionary and you're trying to seek her approval on everything that you're doing. That's not a trustable state, right? So think about like a villain in a movie or in a cartoon. He's got these underlings and they're always these idiots. And so they are devoted to him, they fear him, they dance around his emotional state, and they try to please him, and they'll do anything to please him, but he doesn't trust them at all. He's like, oh, you idiots, I should just do it myself. And he's right, he should do it himself. And so none of these people that he's under him, he trusts. And if you're a business owner, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And so if you're dancing around your wife, dancing on eggshells, and you're trying to like manage her emotional state, and you're falling into her victim game, you're not actually leading the family, you're just reacting to everything, and that's not trustable. And if she can't trust you, if she can't respect you, then she cannot be turned on by you at all. Like at all. If you're kind of like the idiot underling, a woman cannot be turned on by a guy she does not fundamentally respect. It's just not going to happen. In the hierarchy of this, she has to see that you're more capable and more powerful than she is. That's why she gets with you. You have to be able to be a guy who provides protection. Protection on getting rid of the chaos out there and protection from the chaos that she generates within the relationship. You have to be the guy who's powerful enough to hold both fronts. And the thing is that you do it within yourself first. You do it within yourself first and it expands into the relationship. And so how do you build this trust with her? How do you build this respect? First is consistency and action, not talking about it, not emotional volatility. With your woman, if you want her to trust you, you want her to respect you, first you have to be able to say no, and you have to be consistent and convicted in your actions for a long period of time. In fact, it's best that you're just always this way, always. So in other words, if you're a principled man, and most men are principled, they usually live on some sort of principles. Even if you don't know consciously what they are, you probably should write down what principles you follow. And you're a principled man and you stick to those things and you are honorable in those principles, then she will see that you are trustable in this way. And so she's going to see this. If you cannot stand on your own conviction of your own principles, she's not going to trust you on some level. If she can manipulate you and get you to bend, if she can guilt you and shame you, and then you just start hopping to whatever it is that she wants, she's demonstrated that she has more power than you, so she can't trust you. You're not acting respectable, which means she cannot be turned on by you. Any man who's in this situation, you're going to have a lot of collisions with her. The collisions might actually spin your relationship out of control. You might actually come to this place when you start colliding with your wife where you say to yourself, yeah, we got along great as long as I didn't stick up for myself. Because a lot of relationships are this way, where the woman wants you to capitulate. She wants to be able to say, I feel safe because this guy does what I want. But the problem is that she's never really attracted to him. And there's always these problems in the bedroom. The guy's like, why don't you ever want to have sex? And she's just like, I don't know, I'm just got a headache, I'm not in the mood. And the real thing is that she's like, I just am not turned on by you, which is always the case. Anytime your woman pushes it off, she's just not turned on by you. So what does trust look like from her perspective? First, you're willing to say no. You're willing to stand up for who you are and your convictions, even at the extent of sacrificing the relationship. You have to. Why? Because she can always come in and threaten to leave you, and then you'll bend. And then there you go. You're right back to where it was before. This is why I always tell guys who are in Soul Seducer, look, you have to have a zero tolerance for any kind of bullshit in your relationship. You can't not put up with bad tone of voice. You can't put up with any kind of manipulation, any kind of shaming, guilting, or emasculation. Zero tolerance. And you have to be willing to walk away permanently. Because unless you're willing to walk away permanently, it's not going to elicit any kind of change within her. There's no consequence for her acting this way. And in fact, the more that you put up with this stuff, you enable it and you encourage it and you train her to do more of it. Just like the spoiled child. Well, you might be saying, I don't want to think of my wife as a child. Cool. Well, then don't allow childish behavior in your life. Hold her to a higher standard that she should act like a grown-ass woman. Don't allow this kind of thing into your life. Don't date women who are childish. Don't allow them to come in and then start shitting all over everything that you created. Most men do not realize that they are the prize in a relationship because everything is about you. You don't think it is, but it is. You are where the safety comes from. You are the one that brings order out of chaos. You are the one that can keep her safe from the world and make her feel safe when her chaotic stuff gets out of whack. And so you don't realize that you saying no is the most powerful thing that you can do in a relationship. And as a nice dude, you don't want to tell her no, you don't want to make her feel bad, you don't want to make her feel rejected or put off. And the thing is that, yeah, I get it, nobody wants to feel that way, but at the same time, there have to be consequences for bad behavior. And without the willingness to walk away, you got nothing. The trust of your wife will come when you start trusting yourself. Well, how do I trust myself? What does that even mean? Of course I trust myself. No, you don't. Because you don't stick to your principles. You don't stick to your guns. You don't stick to your habits. You don't stick to your word. You don't stick to the things that you know you should be doing on a consistent basis day after day after day. You don't. You can't trust yourself to go to the gym on time. You can't trust yourself to eat right. You can't trust yourself to watch yourself with money. Hell, you can't trust yourself to not watch porn, drink alcohol. You can't trust yourself to be present with your children. You can't trust yourself to stay in the pocket of your own presence when your wife gets emotional. Because you don't. You just spin out with her. She gets upset and angry. You start getting into the fight with her and it spins out of control. She gets upset and you get defensive, which annoys her even more, which makes you even more defensive. And then she's like, I can't tell you anything. You're like, I'm confused. I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about. You don't have any control of yourself. You don't have any control of your life. How the hell are you going to lead your woman anywhere else? Most people think that when you get married and you're going to have a relationship, it's just like an extended friendship. It's like an extended friendship with sexy time. It's not what it is. A marriage is about growth. It's about growing together towards some sort of endeavor, some sort of a spiritual endeavor generally. But if there's no reason to go and grow together for some sort of a spiritual thing, then you shouldn't even be together in this romantic capacity. Because what happens is in a relationship, all of your traumas are going to come up. And it's your job to help resolve them as they come up, as is her job to help resolve them as they come up for her. And until those two traumas get handled and resolved, the real relationship doesn't even start. You can't even stay in orbit. You'll come crashing right back down to earth. Your traumas will spin the whole relationship out of control and you'll blame the other person for it. Just like your wife blames you for the relationship falling apart now. Trust is always on a foundation of respect. Trust has to be on the foundation of respect. If it's not, she's not going to take you seriously. She will not be in a place where she can admire you. She will not be in a place where she can see you powerful. And she will not see you in a place where she finds you sexually attractive. But if this is there and this foundation is there, then everything else can come out of it. And if you're having a hard time figuring out how this works, if this video wasn't an explanation enough for you, check out Soul Seducer in the description below. Check out some of my other videos that I talk about this as well. But again, respect has to be the foundation of your relationship. And that's built on trust. All right, brother, I hope you enjoyed this. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.